Muy buenas, gente, bienvenidos a un nuevo capítulo de Tela de Vicio de The Witcher Blood and Wine, capítulo número 6. ¿Qué os parece si hoy hacemos alguna misión secundaria? Porque ya hemos conocido al archienemigo, tenemos ya más o menos bien claro la misión principal en qué consiste. Y bueno, pues yo creo que es un buen momento, ¿no? Para empezar a ver estas misiones secundarias que ya nos han aparecido unas pocas. Como veis aquí. A ver, tenemos esta. Ve hogar, dulce hogar. Venga, vamos a ver, porque claro, nos han regalado una hacienda o una especie de casita aquí en Corvo Bianco que ya hemos visitado antes. Aquí. Que tenemos también ahí nuestro baúl y tenemos un viñedo para nosotros, entonces podemos visitar a ver qué es lo que tenemos allí. Venga, vamos para allá. No tengo ninguna zona cerca para viaje rápido. Oye, esta ciudad es enorme, vamos a ir moviéndonos, un paseíto de noche por esta ciudad tan maravillosa. Mira, estos patrullando. Qué armaduras más chulas y qué florido todo. Tienen... Uy, ¿qué ha pasado?
Sir! A letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Qué típico. Está esperando la propina. ¿Ves? Joder, no voy a ser tan rácano, ¿no? Le voy a dar una propinilla al hombre.
Here.
Al chico.
Thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Muy bien, Al. Que me choco con la guardia.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Tousaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Sí, por lo visto las mutaciones han mejorado y podemos potenciarlas con este tal Moreau. Y bueno, Jennifer ya nos ha dado el aviso que tiene a un crío aquí contratado en esta ciudad, por lo visto. Bueno, aquí hay un alquimista. ¿Se entrará por aquí? Qué bien apañada tiene la tienda este hombre. Vamos a hablar con él. Perfumista.
Whoa! A witcher! A serious client at last. Tell me, what do you need? Honeysuckle, Ganesha petals?
Vamos a ver qué
Show me what you've
ofrece.
got in stock.
Este capítulo va a ser para trastear, ¿vale? Vamos a mirar un poquito de eso, cositas que nos vayamos encontrando. Esto es para reasignar los puntos de habilidad y este devuelve a la reserva todos los puntos de habilidad gastados en desarrollar mutaciones para que los puedas redistribuir. También está bien, ¿vale? Si queremos pensar en cambiar las mutaciones para potenciar, por ejemplo, una sola habilidad, puede venir muy bien. Esto ya hemos conocido. Y esto, tintes. Solución para tintes. Perfume. Un trasto. Para transmutar mutágenos también. Esto es nuevo. Si necesito un mutágeno azul y tengo uno rojo, puedo pasar de uno a otro. Aceite para aumento superior. Y este es que no lo tengo. Estos dos, si me aparecen, se supone que es porque no los tengo. Voy a comprarlos. El licor de cereza siempre viene bien. Se utilizan para muchos ingredientes. Y el de mandrágora también. ¿Cuántos tengo? No tengo ninguno. Voy a comprar unos 4. Bueno. Vamos a ver qué puedo hacer. Este aceite tengo los ingredientes, así que lo voy a fabricar. Y de este me falta esto que es el hígado de troll de las cuevas. Me lo voy a apuntar. Me faltan estos dos extractos que tampoco tengo el mutágeno del bicho en cuestión. Y poco más, porque gato superior y miel blanca superior no son importantes, no los uso. Vamos a preguntar por el negocio.
The coin is good, but just between us, I'm going batty with boredom. I know what my customers want before they open their mouths. Boltmen, birch sap. Ladies of all walks, whatever fragrance Duchess Henrietta prefers at the time. If just once somebody would order some poison, eh?
Bueno. Vamos a echar una partidita de win con este hombre. Como seguramente le gane.
In the mood for a round of Gwent?
Tenía alguna carta nueva. Pero no era de aquí, de esta baraja. Así que... tal cual está. Que esta baraja me gusta mucho. Me lo quedo, no quiero cambiar nada. Me gustan todas. Mi turno. Pues como siempre empiezo recogiendo cartitas. Vale. No sé si forzarle a que eche más cartas. Sí. Voy a jugar fuerte. antes de que me eche una quemadura. Vale, es buen momento para retirarme. Me llevo esto. Él pasa. 4, 8, 12. Sí, yo también voy a pasar. No es como se empieza, sino como acaba. A eso le quedan 2 cartas. Entonces ahora 4, 8, 12. Si yo ya le meto 10 aquí. Él tendrá que pasar. Y yo ya con esta gano ronda. Y todavía me quedan 6 cartas más otra que me van a dar. Y él solo tiene una. Vamos a empezar con esta flojita. Muy bien. Pues ya está. Hemos ganado. Vale. 100 coronas. Y barluengo ligero. Bueno, con este ya hemos acabado. Qué pueblo más pintón. Mira a este hombre aquí durmiendo en el suelo. Borrachos. Aquí hay costillares para coger así a tu gusto cuando quieras.
Nice tune.
Madre mía, cómo está la peña aquí. Un tablón de anuncios sin indicador. Dijimos que queríamos ir a Corvo Bianco. Vamos a ir hasta Corvo Bianco. A ver qué viñedo nos han dado, qué casita. Echarle un vistacillo. Voy a tomar la golondrina para... Aquí está mi sardinilla. Tan feliz. Un gatito. Uy, se asusta de mí. Hoy le he matado. Hoy por Dios. Qué asesino soy. Pensaba que solo le iba a asustar. Uy, el pobre. Qué lástima. Qué asesino soy. A ver, mayordomo, que me cuenta. Encima tengo mayordomo.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty, By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corfu Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding
Pues
gentleman.
no lo sabía, pero si tú lo
Whoa,
dices.
Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
A ver,
Vineyard comes
cuéntame
across
más.
as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Y se gastó toda la pasta. ¿Me enseñas el viñedo?
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill.
Yo tengo unas gafitas como él.
Behold,
podría
sir,
poner.
your estate in all its splendor.
Muy bonita.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Me la voy a poner.
Domo all your life.
Aquí. Inventario. ¿Ves? Aquí tengo las gafitas estas. Ahora. Así vamos a la par.
Yes, I come from a long line of majordomos. My father was a majordomo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasure.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
Métete en casa, hija mía. Te estás arreciando.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Ah, pasadito que me está dando este hombre.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
Pues sí, estaría bien probarlo. Te vas a poner fino, Geralt.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he nearly broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda.
Muy bien. Vaya relámpago que se ha visto ahí. Bueno, ¿qué? Seguimos con el
Monsieur
paseíto.
Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
Pues sí que tienes trabajo, porque yo no me iba a poner.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
Y un poco pedante también. Ahora ya. Ya se ha pasado la lluvia.
You smell that? Those are
Vaya
the
hoz que
secrets of
tienes.
Tousaint.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
If my lips don't stink of wine, my
Aquí vamos a vivir de maravilla. Y aquí es donde estaba la lumia.
Voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks,
La
Barnabas
mía, no
Basil.
lumia.
Appreciate it.
If my lips
Lumia
don't
se
stink
movió.
of wine, my wife won't know their mind.
Diddly snaps. My back aches something horrid.
Bueno, ya está, ¿no? El paseíto.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Sí, la verdad que sí. Un poquito de pintura no le vendría mal. Bueno, vamos para adentro.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corfo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
A ver qué se puede
Mentioned the place
reformar.
could stand to be spruced up.
Almost decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Empezamos por la casa, ¿no?
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking.
A ver cuánto me vas a
Not
pedir.
only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Oh, 5.000. Venga, va.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state.
Por tu bien espero que sí.
Is there anything else you require, sir?
Yo creo que por ahora ya arreglaremos.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Vamos a hacer un vistazo, porque no me ha dado tiempo ni a ver la casita. ¿Esto qué es? Debe ser la cocina. Aquí se sale afuera. ¿Qué se puede usar aquí? Aquí se guardan los libros. Tengo aquí mi propia librería. Colgar cuadro. No tengo ningún cuadro en el inventario, los he vendido todos. Tuve unos cuantos, pero yo no sé qué hice con ellos. Como no valían para nada en su momento. Aquí en el alijo guardo todas las armaduras magistrales que tenía, los trofeos. Mira, aquí tengo un cuadro. Vamos a colgarlo en la habitación, ¿no? ¿Dónde lo puedo colgar? Aquí dijimos. ¿Cómo que no? ¿Y esto? No sirve. Este cuadro que es... Ah, es un objeto de misión, entonces no sirve como cuadro decorativo. Bueno, ya encontraremos. Aquí se pueden colocar los trofeos. Pero colocar ahí la cabeza de un monstruo. Trofeos tengo unos cuantos. Venga, un Wyverno de estos, por ejemplo. Vamos a colocarlo ahí. ¿Pero esto qué es? Si tengo aquí trofeos... Mira, tengo 2. Bueno, pues que le den. ¿Y aquí puedo dormir? Ah, bueno, claro, como estoy reformándola, no la puedo usar. Pues nada. A ver lo de la planta de arriba, que es lo de los invitados, que también es como una especie de despensa. La verdad que está un poco desastroso todo. Vaya mierda que me ha regalado la Ana Enriqueta. Bueno, caballo regalado tampoco... A lo mejor no puedo colocar nada también porque como estoy en medio de una reforma... devuelve a Cobro Viejo. Espera 3 días para que termine la reforma. Bueno, como no hay prisa, vamos a ver qué otras misiones tenemos. Esta vamos a marcar. Visita a Guillaume en la carpa médica. La tradición ha santificado 2 códigos de conducta en Tousaint: las enseñanzas del profeta Lebioda y las virtudes caballerescas que guían a sus caballeros. Estas últimas exigen a los jóvenes demostrar sus habilidades mediante intrépidas hazañas en los torneos. Uno de estos caballeros, Guillaume, que ansiaba destacar entre los demás, luchó contra un Shaelmar y como consecuencia resultó herido. Sí, ya me acuerdo. Más tarde rogó a Geralt que lo visitase en la carpa médica. Le dijo que tenía un asunto urgente que tratar con él. Este pobre hombre, primero con el Goliat le tuve que ayudar, después en la arena también. Y todo le sale mal. Vamos a ver dónde está. Está aquí cerca. Cerca de la carpa. Vamos a coger a Sardinilla, que la tengo siempre abandonada aquí a la pobre. Qué rara es un paseíto, aunque bueno.
The Dutch is small, but do you know any who's not heard of our
Here is the hero we can afford. Witcher,
Por aquí.
open the unbeliever's eyes.
Que te me atascas. Vamos para allá. Salta. Haz algo. ¡Epa!
Giddy up. Hey there.
Bueno, vaya para el resto voy a ir andando si eso.
Witcher, I have a matter of prime urgency and import. I must speak to you.
A ver qué quieres.
Your wound. Feeling better?
It's healing splendidly, though I am to avoid trouble for some time. To be frank, that is precisely why I wish to speak with you.
Want me to stand in for you? Take on some trouble on your behalf?
That could very well be the case. You see, there is a maiden, nay, a lady. I suspect someone's cast an ill spell upon her. A curse, perhaps.
Creo que puedo adivinar los
Let me
síntomas.
guess. She suddenly grew cold, haughty, and distant, though the night before she was flirtatious and alluring.
Tut tut, Witcher. You jest, yet the matter is grave. Though true, the lady in question is dear to my heart. I shall not deny it. I fear she has fallen victim to ill magic, and knows no one she could turn to for help.
Tiene granos en la cara. La han maldecido. ¿Qué te hace pensar eso?
What makes you think she might be cursed?
You must keep all I say to yourself, I beg you. I would never dare to be so indiscreet normally, yet I'm troubled about her, for her. Vivian shuns the company of others. Though the fairest maid at court, she keeps men at a distance. I thus determined I would resort to trickery.
Trickery? That even befitting of a knight?
In war, yes. And what is love if not battle? As it were, one evening I crouched in hiding outside her seamstress's home. As Vivian emerged from it, I too emerged, ever so gently but convincingly collided with her, then promptly offered to escort her home. She consented. At first, all augured well. I proposed a more scenic route. She agreed. I made kindly forays into conversation, and she even began to respond as we neared the end of our route.
Then suddenly,
mid-speech, from her mouth there flew a most hideous shriek. I stopped stone cold in my tracks while she turned red, then promptly ran off. I did not give chase, that time. I attempted to approach her on several ensuing occasions, to learn what had happened, for I feared she had become entangled in some trouble. I noted that often, come night, she ventures into the woods, where I've seen her walk about a glade near a pool. I've striven on occasion to follow her, but lost track each time. It seemed then she'd melted into the air.
sound you heard. She might have just had a sore throat.
Had I thought it possible the sound was natural, I never would have taken up your precious time.
Notice any other strange behavior? Additional symptoms?
No, Vivian's avoided me wholly since the first encounter. But folk gossip.
What about?
They say she's secretive, that no one ever sees her after dusk. That she's wont to suddenly disappear.
Nothing unusual about any of that. Tell me more about Vivian. Who is she? What's her story?
She's Her Enlightened Highness's lady-in-waiting. Her mother was a lady-in-waiting. Her father, a knight. That is all I've learned, for the Duchessa grows angry when asked about her. Vivian spends her days within the palace walls. Yet we are in luck, for she has been named the tourney's patroness this year. Thus, each participant will be granted an audience with her.
Got a problem then. See, I'm not a participant.
I've devised a solution already. You shall take my place in the lists and thus gain the chance to speak to her. I was looking forward to winning the tourney, very much so. Yet for Vivian, I am prepared to sacrifice anything.
Así que me veo una justa. A ver, cuéntame más.
This tourney, how's it work exactly?
It is the year's grandest and most important contest. Knights from all corners come to face off for the grand prize. And more importantly, for glory. A demanding test of knightly prowess in horsemanship, marksmanship and fencing. I qualified for the first time, had great hopes of winning. Yet...
Yeah, I get it. Anything for Vivian.
¿Cuánto me vas a
Hardly a
pagar?
regular job, this. Not often I gotta take part in a tourney to fulfill a contract. Fee can't be anything ordinary either.
I'm no magnet to command heaps of coin, but naturally I shall award you a just amount. How much do you demand?
Por ser tú... $590.
I have comrades I can ask. They would surely lend me coin, yet even that would not be enough. Could you not lower your fee somewhat?
Qué tacaño. 560.
That is an amount I can indeed muster.
Pues ya está. Vale. Qué pajarita más mono.
Fine, I'll look
Aquí todo es
into
mono.
it. Gotta admit, piqued my curiosity.
I shall be forever in your debt. Now, we must ensure you are not eliminated from the tourney before you can meet Vivian.
Meaning?
Could you show me how you shoot, ride and fight, perchance? And you must learn the tourney rules, know how to apply them in practice. I did not mean to suggest I doubt your abilities. Everyone must train, even a witcher. Besides, the tourney contests must surely differ, require skills you don't usually apply, races above all. The choice is yours. Where shall we start?
Puf, ahora mismo tengo que ponerme a practicar todo esto.
Marksmanship.
Venga, empezamos con el
Feel I
tiro.
need to do some shooting.
Bueno,
Come with me. The marksmanship contest shall pit you against another for the best time and score. He who hits all his targets first wins.
Hope my aim's as good as that Cupid's who shot you.
Sometimes when you speak, I miss the meaning entirely.
bueno. Lo vamos a dejar aquí porque yo creo que ya llevamos la media horita de rigor. Como siempre, muchas gracias por ver el vídeo, dar un like si os gusta y nos vemos en el siguiente capítulo. Adiós.